Hello, everyone. My name is Seth, your Detroit Metro real estate expert, and today I have with me Bill Colonis, my real estate broker for the company that I work for, Brookstone Realtors. How are you, Bill?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you?
Oh, I'm perfect. So I just wanted to bring you on today to do a couple of things. One, just to kind of ask a little bit about your background, and then two, to kind of get an insight of what goes on day to day as far as a brokerage goes to keep us as agents practicing in the wonderful world we call real estate.
Keep you
How's
guys
that
out of
sound?
jail. Sounds great. Keep you guys out of jail. Keep you guys making money.
Exactly, exactly. So, Bill, I guess we'll start out with how long have you been in the business for?
So I've been a licensed broker since around 2015, but we didn't really start making moves towards opening Brookstone until around 2018, and we opened the doors 2019.
Okay, so you've been with Brookstone since the beginning, correct?
That's correct. As you know, Brandon Mulrenan's my stepbrother, and the whole thing was really his creation. He was trying to create a company that he would want to work for because he was a practicing agent, and I was more or less behind the scenes. I co-founded it with him, and I was a licensed broker, but that wasn't really my role in the beginning.
Okay, I gotcha. So, what was your role in the beginning?
I mean, basically just doing the contracts, doing the leases, getting the company set up with Lara, getting everything set up with licensing. So it really like the paperwork type of stuff. That's what I was working on.
Okay, and it sounds like, and I know the answer to this question, but you had a background in something else prior to, correct?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was an attorney. This is take three. Don't tell them that. But I was an attorney for I am still an attorney and I was practicing full time for about 10 years when we opened Brookstone.
Okay, so you essentially came from a completely different world and came into the real estate industry as a broker. You weren't an agent first. You
That's
came strictly from the law world, correct?
Yep, that's correct. I sort of stumbled into real estate from being a practicing attorney. And the reality is Brookstone grew really quick,
Hmm.
faster than, Brandon or I thought at the time when we opened in 2019. So because of that, it sort of necessitated me to come over just to help because, there's a lot of things happening and we grew too quick and we had to kind of backfill with support and employees and stuff like that.
Okay. Okay. Now, does having a background in law, do you think that kind of helped carry over into, I know as far as opening the place it did and doing all those work, but as far as a day-to-day operation goes in a brokerage, do you think having a background in law has helped you with the day-to-day broker activities?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It is sort of a gift and a curse. As you know, realtors in their day-to-day hustle, um, they want quick answers. They want quick replies, something that they can take away practically to fix the situation. The
Hmm.
big question I get is, can I do that? Or can he do that? Or is that legal? Or is this legal? And attorneys are trained to really dive deep and analyze things very specifically. But from a brokerage standpoint, we have to support our agents and give them answers quickly so they can, get on with what they're trying to accomplish.
I gotcha. Okay. So whereas your old self would want to give a long, maybe detailed, long-winded answer, at this point in time now, all an agent wants is a yes or a no. Is that right?
That's absolutely right. Sometimes I can't give, as you know, you've been on those conversations with me before. And I'm like, well, there's two ways to look at it. You can look at it this way or look at it that way. Either way, we start going off into tangents. But I'm trying to refocus my strategies to adhere to what real estate agents want, and I've had to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. You've done it with me.
Yeah, I try to keep it simple, but
Absolutely. Now, what does a broker do day to day as far as, besides answering, an agent's questions, what kind of goes on behind the scenes that maybe I don't even know about that pretty much keeps us going as agents?
Well, so first of all, we have a whole team behind us. It's not just me. I couldn't do this job by myself. Brookstone would cease to exist if we didn't have a strong administrative team behind us. Kelsey, Kate, Matt, Becca, Paula. We have a whole team. My wife as well. She does a lot of the payroll and paying agents and things like that. So there's a lot of us. We have 225 agents, and one person couldn't do the work that would need to be done. But behind the scenes, I always joke and say I'm sort of a glorified firefighter. Whenever there's a big problem, I sort of have to run in and attack it and fix it, stuff like that.
Okay. So pretty much you're in place for big decisions and things that need to be kind of handled on a higher scale, correct?
Big, important decisions. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'm chasing around EMDs, trying to
Uh-huh.
get people to sign off of so we can, get the deal released. Sometimes I'm involved in agent disputes. Sometimes I have to work things out with another broker. Um,
Okay.
it all depends on the day.
Yeah, makes sense. So as far as being a real estate agent, do you think that because in my eyes, I don't have a desire to be a broker, and I think there's some agents out there when they start producing at a high level, it's kind of one of the things that they might aspire to do. But to me, it sounds like it might be a 100% completely different job than being an agent. Is that right?
I would agree with that. Um, Again, I was never a full-time practicing agent myself. Of course, I've done transactions before Brookstone and during Brookstone,
Hmm.
but I was never full-time on that grind like some of you guys are. From
Right.
my perspective, it's a completely different job. Um, Agents are, using their software, their CRM to try to use their database to get new clients or revisit old clients and continually keep their flow of transactions going day in day
Right.
out, so they have steady income, steady closings. Their pipeline, I couldn't think of it. Keep their pipeline full and keep the closings consistent, which is essentially a sales gig, but you're also dealing with a financial transaction that's very important to consumers. So
Correct.
it's not just an everyday sales gig like used cars or something. Nothing that there's anything wrong with that, but it's a little bit more sophisticated than that.
Yeah, I hear
Um,
you.
does that answer your question?
That answers my question. Yeah, that's pretty
Okay.
much the last question I have. Is
Okay.
there any last words that you would like to say before we get out of here?
Tell all your friends to join Brookstone Realtors. Join brookstonerealtors.com.
Beautiful. All right. Thanks, Bill.
Thank you. Appreciate you,
Yep.
man.
Of course. Take care.